Welcome to CSEC Mathematics with Mr. Charles. Today we are looking at mixed operations involving fractions. And our first one here we have 4 1/3 minus 1 1/4 plus 2 1/6. So firstly we would like to convert the mixed numbers to improper fractions. So we say 3 times 4 is 12 plus 1 is 13. So we get 13 over 3. We keep the denominator. Minus 4 ones, 4 plus 1 is 5. We get 5 over 4. Plus 6 twos, 12 plus 1 is 13. 13 over 6. Then after doing that, we ask ourselves what is the LCM between 3, 4 and 6. Here, what is the lowest multiple or the lowest common multiple of 3, 4 and 6? And that would be 12, because 12 is the lowest number that can divide 3, 4 and 6 exactly, such that you do not get a remainder. So we draw a line and we put 12 there, and 3 divided into 12 is 4. We take the 4 and we multiply it by 13, and then we bring down the minus sign and we say 4 divided into 12 is 3, and we take the 3 and we multiply it by the numerator 5, plus 6 divided into 12 is 2, and we take the 2 and we multiply it by the 13 in the numerator. Alright, and then we simplify. So we say 4 times 13, 4 3 is 12, 4 ones 4 and 1 is 5, so 4 times 13 is 52, minus 3 5s 15, so minus 15, plus 2 times 13 is 26, so plus 26. And then we calculate from left to right. Okay, so subtraction comes first, so we have to subtract before we add. 52 subtract 15 is, borrow 1 from the 5, get 4, put the 1 by the 2, 12 take away 5 is 7, 4 take away 1 is 3, so 37. So 52 subtract 15 is 37. 37 plus 26, that would give us, let's add 37 plus 26. 7 plus 6 is 13. Cross the 3, put it here. Cross the 1, put it next to the 3. 2 plus 3 is 5. Plus 1 is 6. So we get 63. That 63, remember that is only the numerator part. Okay, we have to put that 63 over 12. Everything over 12. 63 over 12. How many times can 12 go into 63? Well, 12 can go into 63 5 times. Right? Because 12, 5, 60. 5 and 3 over 12. Okay, and the 3 over 12 can be simplified because 3 into 3 is 1 and 3 into 12 is 4. So that would give us 5 1/4 as our answer. Number 2, we have 8 1/3 plus 2 5/6 subtract 3 4/9. Again, we want to convert the mixed numbers to improper fractions. So 3 times 8 is 24, plus 1 is 25 on 3, plus 6 2 is 12, plus 5 is 17 over 6. Take away 9, 3 is 27, plus 4 is 31 over 9. Our LCM, the LCM between 3, 6 and 9 is 18. 3 divided into 18 is 6. Take the 6 and we multiply by the 25, plus 6 divided into 18 is 3. We take the 3 and we multiply it by the 17. Subtract the 9 into 18 is 2, and we multiply by the 31 in the numerator there. So whatever we get when we divide the denominator into the LCM, we multiply by the respective numerators. So 6 times 25 is 150, plus 3 times 17, 51, minus 2 times 31, right, is 62. 150 plus 51, that would give us 201. Subtract 62 over 18. 201 subtract 62. Let's see what that would give us. You cannot get 2 from 1, so you borrow from the 20. It becomes 19. Put the 1 next to the 1 there in the units place, so you get 11. Subtract 2 is 9. 19 subtract 6 would give us 13. So we get 139 over 18. 139 divided by 18 is 7. Let's find the remainder. 18 times 7. 7 8 56. cross the 6, put it here, cross the 5, put it right here. 7, 1, 7 and 5 is 12, 126. So 18 times 7 is 126. Now when we take 126 and we subtract it from 139, whatever we get is what would go in the numerator. So 6 subtracted from 9 is 3. 2 subtracted from 3 is 1. And 1 subtracted from 1 is 0. So we get 13 as the remainder. So that means that our answer would be 7 and 13 over 18. Let's look at number 3. We have 3 and 5/9 plus this whole thing here, 1/6 minus 3/4 divided by 4.5. 3 times 9 or 9 times 3 is 27 plus 5 is 31. So that's 31 over 9 plus open bracket 1 over 6. So bring that down. Subtract 3/4. Bring that down. Divided by 2 4s. 8 plus 1 is 9 over 2. Now we have to solve the operations inside the bracket first. And even when we are solving the operations inside the bracket first, we must do division first based on the principles of BOD-MAS. Right? So bracket, order, power, division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. So inside the bracket we have two operations. We have division and we have subtraction, right? So division, D, comes before subtraction, S. So we must divide first. So we say 3 over 4 divided by 9 over 2. Now 3 over 4 divided by 9 over 2, we have to change the division sign to a multiplication sign. We bring down the 1 over 6. So bring down everything else. So 31 over 9 plus open bracket 1 over 6 minus 3 over 4. And then the 9 over 2, we have to reciprocate it, or in other words, we have to flip it. So instead of 9 over 2, we would have 2 over 9. So divided by 9 over 2 is the same as multiplied by 2 over 9. We can cancel out. 2 into 2 is 1 and 2 into 4 is 2. 3 into 3 is 1 and 3 into 9 is 3. So we get 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 3 is 6. So 1 over 6. And bringing down everything else, we get 31 over 9 plus open bracket 1 over 6. Subtract the 1 over 6. The 1 over 6 here. And then we continue solving whatever is inside the bracket first. So 1/6 subtract 1/6 is 0. Okay, so this here would go. So we get 31 over 9 plus 0, which is the same as 31 over 9. We cannot leave that as it is. We must convert it to a mixed number. So 9 into 31 is 3 because 9 3 is 27. So we get 3. And since 9 3 is 27, 31 subtract 27, what would that give us? We cannot get 7 from 1, so we borrow 1 from the 3, becomes 2. Put the 1 next to the 1 there. 11 subtract 7 is 4. 2 subtract 2 is 0, so we get 4. So that's 3 and 4 over 9. Let's move to the next question. Number 4. It says 2 and 1/10 times 23 over 24 divided by 1/6 plus 3/5. We have to convert the mixed fractions to improper fractions. So we say 2 times 10, or 10 times 2 is 20 plus 1, 21 over 10 times 23 over 24. This is already a common fraction, so we do not have to convert it. Divided by 1/6 plus 3/5. So 1/6, I'll just bring it down, plus 3/5. And then we have to solve the operation inside the bracket first. So 1/6 plus 3/5. The LCM between 6 and 5 is 30. And 6 divided into 30 is 5. And we say 5. We take the 5 and we multiply by the 1 in the numerator. 5 times 1 is 5. Bring down the plus sign. 5 into 30 is 6. And 6 times 3 is 18. So we get 23 over 30 because 5 plus 18 is 23. Okay, and we bring down everything else. 21 over 10 times 23 over 24 divided by this whole thing here. Then we bring down again 21 over 10 times 23 over 24 divided by this. Now that we have done that, we have multiplication as an operation here and division as an operation here. We must multiply before we divide. divide, because from left to right, multiplication comes before division. Multiplication is first, division is second, so we have to do multiplication first. So we say 21 over 10 multiplied by 23 over 24. Now we can cancel, okay, because 3 can go into 21 as well as 24. So 3 into 21 is 7 and 3 into 24 is 8. So we get 7 times 23 over 10 times 8, and all that divided by 23 over 30. Now we have to simplify this thing here. So 7 times 23, 7 3 is 21, 7 2s is 14, and 2 is 16, that's 161 over 10 times 8 is 80. So 161 over 80 divided by 23 over 30. So that's what we got. Now we have to change this here to a multiplication sign and then reciprocate the fraction to the right of that division sign there. So instead of 23 over 30, we get 30 over 23, and then we bring down the 161 over 80, and we can cancel. 10 into 30 is 3, 10 into 80 is 8, 23 into 23 is 1, and 23 into 161 is 7. Okay, 161 divided by 23 is 7. 7 times 3 over 8 times 1 would give us our answer. Okay, 7 3 is 21, 8 times 1 is 8, so 21 over 8, and then we have to convert that 21 over 8 to a mixed number. So we get 8 into 21 is 2, because 8 2 is 16, remainder 5 over 8. So 2 and 5 over 8, that's our answer there. Let's move to number 5. 2 and 3/5 times 1 and 1/9 divided by 8 and 2/3. So again, convert the mixed numbers to improper fraction. So 2 times 5 is 10 plus 3 is 13 over 5 times 9 times 1 is 9 plus 1 is 10 over 9 divided by 3 8 is 24 plus 2 is 26 over 3. Multiplication comes before division from left to right, so we have to multiply first. 5 into 5 1, 5 into 10 2. There is no other, we can cancel for now, so we say 13 times 2 is 26 over 1 times 9 is 9, so 26 over 9. Then we have to take the division sign, convert it to a multiplication sign, and then flip this fraction here. So instead of 26 over 3, we say 3 over 26, and we can cancel again. So 26 into 26 is 1, 26 into 26 is 1, 3 into 3 is 1, 3 into 9 is 3. So we get 1 times 1 is 1 over 3 times 1 is 3, 1/3. Okay, that's our answer there, 1/3. Good. And number 6, we have 8/11 times 5 over 9 subtract 1 over 6 divided by 1 and 5/9. So let's convert the mixed number there to an improper fraction. So we get, bring down the 8 over 11 times 5 over 9 subtract 1 over 6. We can do this one time because we must do the bracket first. So the LCM between 9 and 6 is 18. Okay, 9 into 18, or 9 divided into 18 is 2, and 2 times 5 is 10. Subtract 6 into 18 is 3. 3 times 1 is 3 divided by, then 9 times 1 is 9 plus 5 is 14 over 9. And let's continue. 10 subtract 3 would give us 7, so we get 7 over 18. Bring down everything else, 8 over 11 divided by 14 over 9. Again, multiplication comes before division, so we must multiply before we divide. So we get 2 into 8 is 4, and 2 into 10 is 5. We cannot cancel any further for now, so 4 times 7 is 28 over 11 times 5 is 55. 28 over 55 divided by 14 over 9. Now we can take the division sign, change it into its opposite, which is a multiplication sign. Bring down the 28 over 55 and then reciprocate the 14 over 9 to get 9 over 14. Now we can cancel. 14 into 14 1, 14 into 28 is 2. We cannot cancel any further, so we say 2 times 9 is 18 over 55 times 1 is 55. So our answer would be 18 over 55. Let's continue. Number 7. When we have 6.5 over the difference between 9.5 and 5.25. So the first thing we want to do is to convert the mixed numbers into improper fractions. So we say 6 times 2 is 12 plus 1 is 13. So we get equal to 13 over 2 over 2 nines, 18 plus 1 is 19 over 2. 19 over 2 subtract 4 5s 20 plus 1 is 21 over 4. The next step is to take the denominator and simplify it. So 19 over 2 subtract 21 over 4. The LCM between 2 and 4 is 4. 2 into 4 is 2. Okay, and then we take the 2 and then multiply it by the numerator, which is 19. Subtract 4 into 4 is 1, and we take the 1 and multiply it by the 21 in the numerator. So 2 times 19 is 38. So we get 38. Subtract 1 times 21 is 21 all over 4. So 38 subtract 21, that would give us 17. So we get 17 over 4. All this in the denominator here is equivalent to 17 over 4. So we can now say 13 over 2 divided by 19 over 2 subtract 21 over 4. That's equal to 13 over 2 divided by 17 over 4. Because this here is the same as this. Now this here, this whole thing here would be the same as 13 over 2 divided by 17 over 4, because this line here means divided by. From here is just taking the division sign, converting it to a multiplication sign, or changing it to a multiplication sign, bringing down the 13 over 2 and then flipping or reciprocating the 17 over 4, so we get 4 over 17. Then we cancel 22, 1, 2 into 4 is 2, and then we cannot cancel any further, so we get 13 times 2 over 1 times 17. 13 times 2 is 26. 1 times 17 is 17. So I get 26 over 17. And as a mixed number, that would be 1 and, well, 26 subtract 17, that would give us 9. So 1 and 9 over 17. And that's the answer there. 1 and 9 over 17. Number 8, we have 5 and 4 nines subtract 3 and 2 nines over 4 1/4 plus 1 2/3. So first step, convert mixed number into improper fraction. So we say 9 times 5 is 45 plus 4 is 49. 49 over 9. Subtract 3 nines, 27 plus 2 is 29 over 9. All that over 4 4s, 16 and 1 is 17 over 4 plus 3 1s, 3 plus 2 is 5 over 3. So we want to simplify the fractions in both the numerator and the denominator. So we get 49 over 9 subtract 29 over 9. Both of them have a denominator of 9, so that's equivalent to 49 subtract 29 over 9. And then this one here is the LCM between 4 and 3 is 12, and then 4 into 12 is 3, and then we take the 3 and then multiply it by 17, and the 3 into 12 is 4, and we take the 4 and we multiply it by 5 being in the numerator. And then we have this fraction here now to simplify. It looks kind of complicated, but it would get easier. We're gonna simplify further. 49 subtract 29, that is 20. So 20 over 9 over 3 times 17 is 51 plus 4 times 5 is 20. 3 times 17 is 51. 51 plus 20 over 12. 51 plus 20 is 71. So we get 20 over 9 over 71 over 12. And then this here can be written as this. We can write it as 20 over 9 divided by 71 over 12. Then we could change the division sign into a multiplication sign and then reciprocate this fraction here to get 12 over 17, and then we bring down the 20 over 9. Now we can cancel we can say 3 into 9 is 3. 3 into 12 is 4, and we cannot cancel any further, so we get 20 times 4. 20 times 4 would give us 80 over 3 times 17 is 51. So 80 over 51, and as a mixed number that would be 1, and well, 80 subtract 51, let's see what that would give us. We're subtracting 51 from 80 to get the remainder that we would put as the numerator, 2 over 51. 1 cannot be subtracted from 0, so you borrow 1 from the 8, it becomes 7, put the 1 there. 10 take away 1 is 9. 7 take away 5 is 2, so you get 29. So that's 1 and 29 over 51. That's our answer there. Okay, 1 and 29 over 51. Next question says here, open bracket, 5 and 3/5 divided by 1 and 5/9, close bracket, subtract the square of 1 and 1/5. So convert mixed numbers to improper fractions. So 5 5s 25 plus 3 is 28 over 5 divided by 9 1s 9 and 5 is 14 over 9. Put back our brackets, subtract 5 1s 5, well, open bracket, 5 1s 5 plus 1 is 6 over 5 squared. Based on board mass, bracket, order, division, multiplication, addition, subtraction, so we have to do the bracket first, and from left to right, so we have to work with the first bracket first. So 28 over 5, we bring down that, and then we change that to a multiplication sign, change the division sign to a multiplication sign. So 28 over 5 multiplied by, and then we flip this one, 14 over 9, we're gonna flip it, so we get 9 over 14 times 9 over 14, because we have to flip the 14 over 9. Subtract 6 over 5 squared. Now, according to the laws of powers, if you have A over B all squared, this would be equal to A squared over B squared. So we can apply this law here to this here. So 6 over 5 all squared is the same as 6 squared over 5 squared. Let's continue working with the bracket on the left. Okay, we can cancel. So 14 into 14 is 1. 14 into 28 is 2. And we cannot cancel it any further. So we say 2 times 9 is 18. So you get 18 over 5 times 1 is 5. Right, subtract. So we bring down the subtraction sign. 6 squared is 36 over 5 squared, which is 25. Now we have to find the LCM. The LCM of 5 and 25. Both 5 and 25 are multiples of the same number. Both of them are multiples of 5. And the larger multiple in that case would be the LCM. That would be 25. 5 divided into 25 is 5, and we take the 5 and we multiply by the 18. Subtract 25 into 25 is 1, and we multiply that 1 by 36. We can simplify further. 5 times 18 is 90. Subtract 1 times 36 is 36 over 25. 90 subtract 36 is 54. So I get 54 over 25. And the 54 divided by 25 is 2, okay, because 25 times 2 is 50, so that's 2, and 4, because 54 subtract 50 is 4 over 25. So 2 and 4 over 25 is our answer. Now for number 10, okay, which is the last question. Number 10, let me create some space here. We have 5 1/4, subtract 2 1/3, divided by 2 1/2. So let's simplify what's in the numerator first. 4 times 5 is 20, plus 1 is 21 over 4. Subtract 3 2s 6, and 1 is 7 over 3. We can simplify that. Okay, the LCM is 12. Right, the LCM of 4 and 3 is 12. 4 into 12 is 3. And we take the 3 multiplied by 21. Subtract 3 into 12 is 4. And we take the 4 and we multiply it by 7. 3 times 21. 3 times 21 is 63. Subtract 4 7s 28. Subtract 28 over 12. 63 subtract 28. Let's work out that. 63 subtract 28, borrow 1 from the 6, you get 5, put the 1 here. 13 take away 8 would give us 5, 8 and 5, 13, so 13 take away 8 is 5, and then 5 take away 2 is 3, so 35. So 63 subtract 28 is 35, so that's 35 over 12. Now that 35 over 12, we have to put it over the 2.5, right? And we have to convert the 2.5 to an improper fraction. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. So we're gonna take the 35 over 12 and divide it by 5 over 2. So we get 35 over 12 divided by 5 over 2. We have to convert the division sign to a multiplication sign. So we get the multiplication sign there. And then we have to reciprocate the 5 over 2. So we get 2 over 5. Then we bring down the 35 over 12. Now we can simplify. 2 into 2 is 1. 2 into 12 is 6. 5 into 5, 1. 5 into 35 is 7. So we get 7 over 6. Okay, 7 over 6, which we can convert to a mixed number. 6 into 7 is 1. Remainder 1. 1 and 1 over 6. And that's our answer here.